Hey guys, Noah here. This is gonna be the part two video of the Deadeye guide. This one's gonna be more technical and detailed. And I'll cover the following topics: skill tree, tripod, rune, gems, engraving, gearset, and the proper way to use tripods. Um, yeah. So I'm a Deadeye main myself. I got 1445 free to play, and it's a really fun class. Yeah. So first, the skills. Skills and tripods, right? You have 6 main DPS skills. 2 in handgun form and 4 in shotgun form. So the first 2 handgun DPS skills are quick shot and crow tracker. So this is a quick shot and this is a crow tracker. I'll talk about the DPS tripods first, right? So for quick shot, you wanna use 1, 2, 1, right? And you wanna level up initial shot and final light with the tripods you get from Chaos Dungeons. They're both very high priority, so you should have both of them as high level as possible. So over here, Crow Tracker. You want to do 1, 2, 2. This one is attack speed, right? You don't have mana problems, and you don't need pushback distance. So you want to fire the skill as fast as possible, so you do attack speed. This one is a damage increase, and this one is just a damage increase tripod. So these two are very important. This one provides more damage increase than this one. So if you were to buy a tripod, you would want to buy this one first and then paste it on first. I'll go over that later in the video. So what you need to remember now is just do these tripods and level all 3 of them up. So you want to level this one, and this one. For the quick shot, you can't even level the first one, right? So you want to level the second and the third one. So coming over to the shotgun skills, you have Silent Apocalypse, Shotgun Dominator, Shotgun Rapid Fire, and Last Request. So it's this one. The tripods are very simple. I think I went over this last video. So essentially, if you're closer to the boss, you do more damage, right? So you want to do close shot, enhanced shot, and approached Apocalypse for Sign of Apocalypse. So there's nothing really special about these, it's just more damage basically. And you want to be very close to the boss. The closer you are, the more damage you do, right? So if I'm here, the crit did 1.8, but if I'm all the way out here, if I'm further away, it'll do less damage, right? Because I step forward, it like kind of put me closer. Yeah, see? If you're far away, you do less damage, right? So that's what the close shot tripod does. This is the same for shotgun rapid fire. You also have a close shot. You want to do close shot, enhanced shot, and then special bullet. So these just provides you with flat tripods, flat damage increases, and this is one of the reasons why Deadeye does one of the highest DPSs in the game, because all of his tripods are just flat damage increase. You don't need to take other ones. These are just very, very good. So for this one, also the same, close shot, weak point detection, so it's damage to push immune foes, right? So bosses are push immune foes, so it's just more damage to bosses. This one reduces the attack range, but it increases the damage, outgoing damage, right? So for last request, this one is a little bit different. You don't have the close shot tripod, so instead you just go the cooldown reduction. You want to do massive explosion or execution. So the difference here is execution gives you a dash, but massive explosion gives you more damage. Execution only gives you more attack speed and a dash. And you do more damage to staggered foes, but they're usually not staggered, right? And the last tripod you want to do volley because it provides, again, more damage. So when it comes to gems, or not gems, when it comes to tripods, what you want to do is the top priority tripods for all of these skills are, so for Last Request, the top priority is volley, so you want to get this one as high as possible because it gives you the highest damage increase. So for the shotgun dominator is the ruler. This one's the most important one. For shotgun rapid fire is a special bullet. For Sound Apocalypse is approached apocalypse. For crow tracker is rapid fire enhancement, and for quick shot is these two. These are equally important, and these are two of the most important tripods for Deadeye. Yeah. So that's all for DPS skills. I'll talk about the other skills, right? So Spiral Tracker, you have weakness exposure over here. So this one just gives the boss a crit resistant decrease. So what it means is you gain 10% crit on the target. So if you apply the debuff over here, and it's a party debuff, so you share with a party, everybody who hits this guy will have 10% increased crit. For the grenade, you also take weakness exposure, same debuff. So for enforced execution, you want to take light footwear and tenacity, right? And you don't need to level these up. These are just, so what light footwear does is it increases your dash speed. So it like removes the lockout as much. So if I don't have it, it'll just be slower, right? Upper kick speed increased by 20%. You want to take tenacity because it grants you push immune, so you can ignore some of the boss attacks. So the Valtan has a push mechanic where it pushes you off the map. But so when he does that, you can use this, and you'll be push immune the entire time. So he can't push you, and you can avoid a lot of knockdowns, basically. That's why you want to take tenacity. This is one of the better dashing skills for Deadeye. Coming down to the sun, somersault shot. This is also a dash. You want to take agile movement, so it just increase the dashing speed. Equilibrium. You want to go weakness exposure, right? This again is the same buff. And this skill actually does a little bit of damage. It does decent amount of damage here, right? It's a little, but you know, it's something. It also applies the debuff. So, yeah, dexterous shot, the next one. This one, you have one tripod that you want to level up. It's the move distance. This is a dash, a 2-part dash. You can dash any direction you want, like that. And if you upgrade this tripod, it'll make you dash further away. Yeah. So that's basically it. You don't want to level up any sniper skills. I level the perfect shot because I have some leftover skill points. You can do this because the bleed effect on perfect shot is actually decent. So you can use this, you can put it here if you have extra skill points. Yeah, so after you hit level 55, right, you'll unlock the level 11, right? So instead of level 10, you can use 6 skill points and upgrade it to level 11. You want to do that for all of your 6 DPS skills. And this is top priority, right? So you can, like, let's say you don't have enough skill points, you can just take it out of this one. You can take the tenacity out. Yeah. So that's a skill point. Next is runes. The runes you want to use is Bleed, Gilwind, and Rage. So Gilwind, you get it from Guardian Raids. You get 1 purple Gilwind from the Tier 3 Guardian Raids, and you get 1 purple Gilwind from Tier 2 Guardian Raids. You just have to farm them. You don't need to harvest soul to get a Gilwind, by the way. That's what I heard from other people. The Rage rune, you get it from Chaos Gates. You can get the legendary one from the Tier 3 Chaos Gate. Bleed rune is from Moake, the field boss. That is a good one. You should get it. It's actually a lot better compared to the purple bleed rune. So the purple bleed rune gives you 5 seconds of bleed, and this one gives you 6, right? So it's only 1 second, but that's a 20% increase uptime. So it's 20% more damage. And it basically means it's an extra tick of damage, right? And this rune matches really well with your grenade, because the cooldown of your grenade is 6 seconds also. Yeah, so another rune is Quick Recharge. You can use that on Spiral Tracker. What it does is every time you use it, there's a chance it decreases all of your skill cooldown by 12%. It's a pretty good rune. And if you're into collecting collectibles, you can use a Purify rune. This one is from Ignia Token over here. If you get 5 Ignia Token, where is Ignia Token? So I have 3 right now. If you get 5, you'll get Purify. This is a 70% chance to remove a debuff when skill is used. It's pretty useful, especially in Valtan, because in Part 1 there is a mechanic that gives you bleed debuff. So if you have this rune, it'll save you a lot on, like, what is that item called? It'll save a lot of the consumables, like the Panacea, I think. The one that removes all the debuff. You can just use the skill, and there's a 70% chance it'll remove the debuff. So if you want to collect Ignia Token, the easiest ones that I've done so far is the first 3 continent. Annika, I'm doing Annika right now. I'm almost finished. And Vern. Or Shoeshire, not Vern, Shoeshire. Because they have the least amount of report required, and that's usually what gatekeeps Ignia tokens. Yeah, so the runes you want to use it on is, you want to use Quick Recharge on Spiral Tracker, Bleed rune on Grenade. This is very important. It's the best to use on this skill. I don't recommend using it on any other skill. You want Rage on Dexterous Shot, because it's every time when the skill is used, you have the chance to gain this effect, right? You have the chance to gain attack speed and move speed for 6 seconds. And this is, you use it twice. So you have a higher chance to, to get the, see, I got it right there. Higher chance to proc the rune. The rest, you should just use Gilwind. Oh yeah, Overwhelm. I forgot about this one. So you also want Overwhelm rune. Overwhelm is more stagger damage, right? So you can get the Overwhelm rune by buying it in the Anguish Isle. Anguish Island, I don't know what this called. Is the Anguish Island where you can get keys and you trade it for those red circle things, and you can buy it with that. It's a tier 3 island. Yeah. So you want to put Gilwind on Quick Shot. Sign of Apocalypse, Shotgun Rapid Fire, and Shotgun Dominator. You want to put your best skill win on these two skills. And especially this one. So if you have a legendary one, that we're gonna get a legendary one with Valtan release, so you want to put it on Shotgun Rapid Fire. If you do have the Purify rune, you can take out either Quick Recharge or the Gilwin on Quick Shot and put the Purification rune on Enforced Execution. That's what you can do. Because he uses dash a lot. So you want to put it on the skill that you use a lot. Yeah, so that's all for the runes. Next is the gems. So Deadeye, you actually need a lot of DPS gems, damage gems, because you have 6 main DPS skills, right? So that's like, that makes the class a little bit expensive in terms of gems. Because the damage gems are usually more expensive than the CDR ones, right? Let me show you my gems. So you want it on Quick Shot, Last Request. So basically all the DPS skills I mentioned before. Yeah. So for Valtan, you only need level 5 or 6. I don't think you need level 7. I mean, gems are pretty good, but you know, not everyone's gonna have level 7s unless you pay a lot of money to buy them. I don't think it's worth it. I feel like gold right now is pretty valuable. It's not really worth it to buy gems. So CDR gems, you want to use it on all of the DPS skills other than Cruel Tracker, which is this skill. This one. Because this one does the least amount of damage and it already has a low cooldown, right? It already has the lowest cooldown actually. So all the shotgun skills have very long cooldown. You can see all like very long cooldown. This one even has a long. See, it has 18-second cooldown with a gem on it. Was a level 5 gem. Yeah, so that's why you don't want CDR gem on Crow Tracker. You want it on all the other DPS skills. So I don't think you should reroll your gems because it costs way too much silver. Let me see. So especially level 6 and 5 gems, because you're gonna upgrade them anyways. Rerolling them is just gonna be a waste. Level 7 gems, every time you roll, you need 90,000 silver. And because Deadeye has like 2 pages of skills, there's a good chance you're not gonna get the one you want. But the problem to this is that I play in NA West, and there's not a lot of people selling level 7 gems. See, there's only 2 pages, and the price is higher than the market value. I mean, these two are level 6, but you see how this one is selling at 18,000? That's way higher than market value, right? Like you look at market, you know, they're usually not as high. Let me see here. Yeah, so, and most of them are not good gems either. Like, you don't want damage gem on your dash. This is a sniper skill you don't use. Hour of Judgment you don't use. Where is it? Is there any good gems? Oh, this is a good gem. Crow Tracker, right? 16,000, that's pretty expensive, right? It shouldn't be this expensive. So, and nobody's buying them either, right? So you can't sell your gems at 16,000, but the only gems you can buy are expensive. You can only sell your gems at around your level 7 gems at around what? Right? Like 11,000. So what I'm trying to say is that if you get your first damage gem level 7, maybe it's worse to reroll because you only have one, right? So you can get any of the 6 skills and it would be decent, right? And how many skills are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 22 skills, you want 6 of them. So it's 6 out of 22. There's a 27% chance you can get the skill you want, right? So that's like 4 tries, around, 360,000 silver, which is not bad, right? So for the first few gems, maybe it's worth it to reroll. I still don't recommend it though. All of my gems I never rerolled, I just got them naturally. I sell the ones I don't need. These I just got lucky with. I mean, I prefer them to be damage ones, right? But you get what you get. Yeah, so for engravings, these are all decent engravings for Deadeye. Grudge, Bushmaster, Keen Blunt, your class engraving, Adrenaline. This probably should be around here. So what you want to do is I should add Crystal here. Also, Crystal is also okay, but for Valtan, I don't think you need to run Crystal. You only need 3 threes and 1 1. So what that means is 3 level 3 engravings and 1 level 1 engraving. This is sufficient to do Valtan normal and hard. I'm doing hard, right? I'm 1445. So example would be Grudge 3, Ambush 3, Class Engraving 3, Adrenaline 1, like what I'm taking. And you can do different combinations, right? This is the cheapest one and the most efficient one that you can get, the one I'm running. Because Argos always drop class engraving accessories, so you basically get this for free. And you can get the other two with a stone and a few bucks, right? So I got a 6/6 stone. So 6 plus 9 is 15. That's 3. 6 plus 9, another level 3. Yeah. Even if you don't have a 6/6 stone, you can still do 3/3/3. Let's say you have 6/5 or 6/4. You just need to buy an accessory that have the engraving that you're missing, right? Preferably you want 3/3/1, so you want to make another engraving like Adrenaline. Adrenaline's really good. You can also do this. You can also do 1 enhanced weapon, 3 grudge, 3 ambush master, and 3 adrenaline. This would be also pretty good, but this will be more expensive, right? So the cheapest one you can get without spending much gold is this. Is that. So this is basically the one I have. This is the cheapest one you can do. Yeah. You can go 4 threes, but I don't think that's good because you're gonna be switching your stones to relic stone. You're gonna be switching all of your accessories. So if you go 4/3, it basically means that you're not confident that you can do Valtan with 3 engravings, or you are scared that you're not gonna get into parties, right? Because there's gonna be gatekeepers. They're gonna gatekeep you. They're gonna be people that require 4 threes to join the party. I don't think it's necessary though. Yeah. So for optimal engraving, right? This is after Valtan, where we get all the relic accessory and relic stones. What you want to get is you have 2 options. These are the 2 best options you can run. You can do Grudge, Ambush, Keen Blunt Weapon, Curse Doll, and Enhanced Weapon 3. So 5 threes. Or you can do Grudge, Ambush Master, Keen Blunt Weapon, Curse Doll, but the difference is you run Adrenaline 2 or 3 if you can. If you're really lucky with your stone. Or 3, it depends. I think you only run 2 and then Enhanced Weapon 1, right? So This one will do more damage, but the downside is that you have to manage adrenaline. So what adrenaline does is you have to constantly use skills to stack it up, and the buff only lasts 5 seconds. So if after 5 seconds you haven't used a skill yet, the buff just runs out and you have to stack it again. And only at max stacks, you get a crit rate. So it's important to maintain it, and it'll be harder to play than just class engraving. But this one does more damage for sure. I've tested it on the dummy. Yeah. Let me think. Is there anything else? So I can show you the DPS of the build I'm running right now. So I have full spec. So this is spec, 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 and crit spec, right? And this is engraving I'm running. The DPS is pretty decent actually. Around here. I mean, it's around like 1 million DPS, right? I did 2. I mean, I ulted, but you know, and the crit rate is really high too. So this build is good enough for Valtan. Yeah. So for the gear set, you want to do you want to get after Valtan. So before Valtan, it's pretty easy to sync. You just want the Argo set that gives you crit rate over here. As you can see. Yeah, you want the preordained diligence set, I think. Preordained set. After Vol 10, you want to use a death set. This guy has a pretty good, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Canon. He has a good video explaining about all the gears. And the set we want to use is the death set. This one basically means that we do increase crit damage by 70%. The crit damage is increased to 55 when doing a head or back attack, right? So we benefit a lot from this. The 4-piece is crit rate. That's also very good for us. The 6-piece is 7% increased damage and 21% increased damage when hitting the back attack, which is crazy, right? But for Valtan, we only have Valtan, so we can only get 2 pieces, because you need Vicus to craft the rest. Oh, this Google Sheet is also made by this guy. Yeah. Yeah, so we only have these 2, so I'm not exactly sure how they're gonna release Valtan. Maybe they even make it so we can craft all the gear pieces with just a Valtan material. This is only craftable if you're doing hard mode Valtan. So if you're doing normal mode Valtan, you're gonna be using the beast set, this one. So there's only one beast set. You just craft this one. Yeah, there's nothing to think about. So if you're doing normal, you just craft this one. Yeah. This one just gives flat damage. It's pretty good also. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I'll talk about how you're supposed to use your tripods, right? If I can go over to the tripod NPC. I'll show you how the tripod NPC. Why am I lagging so much? So the tripod, what you want to do is, let's say you have a, let me see, I have a high level 3 engraving. So I'm saving up all the level 3 tripods until Valtan release, because the best way to do tripods is, because after Valtan release, we can get Relic Gear, and Relic Gear will have level 4 tripods, right? What you want to do is, so let's say this is a level 4 tripod. What you want to do is you want to paste this is level 3 right now, but you want to, if it's level 4, you want to paste the level 4 one over here to this skill tree inventory, and then put it on your gear directly, and then sell this piece, right? And then, because if you want to transfer a level 4 gear, it'll cost you like lower than, this is 15%. I think level 4 is 10%, right? The chances are really low. And so you want to do the copy paste, so it's guaranteed. And then what you do is you use all of your level 3, you paste all of your level 3 ones, use them with the material that we have here, right? The material that we've been getting, you should save these up, don't use them right now. That's when you paste these onto it, right? You don't want to gamble on a level 4 tripod, basically, because they're gonna be very, very, very expensive and hard to come by yourself. So most likely you're gonna buy it off the auction house, right? And if you gamble it, you know, it's just gonna, if you fail, it's gonna get destroyed. But if you copy and paste it, you can do that, and then you can sell it afterwards. So it's like you didn't really spend anything other than fiats, basically. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it for the video. I'm sorry for the late upload. I got corona, I got COVID, so I haven't been able to talk. Yeah, if you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. Yeah, thank you.